Hocevar takes Talladega. Could we see Turkey as a new race in 2027? And did Reddick's lead get wiped out after Talladega? Let's talk about it. All right. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us for all racing news. Now we can talk about Talladega.
Talladega. What a race. I want to hear it from you because you were there.
Yes. So I'll make sure to toss you some pictures so you can toss them in. But it was really cool. So overall, we live it's about an hour and a half drive from us, is Talladega. So what was cool is we literally just drove there and drove home. Then, I mean, we were back by like 11 o'clock last night. So it was really cool. They had, we got there. It was really easy to get parking. We did pay extra for like an upgraded parking, which was a whole fiasco. It's probably my only complaint about the whole day. I think what happened, one of the parking lots we paid for was taken over by a bunch of karting people, and there was a nice old lady that had to make it known that people kept pulling into this parking lot, and she's like, "But this is the karting thing." I'm like, "But the sign says it's the parking lot I'm supposed to be in, so I think you're in the wrong spot." And she's like, "Well, people are just going around." I was like, "Well, thank you for your help. Goodbye." And I just rolled up my window and drove off.
Later.
Whatever. Thank you for being so helpful. You are the worst human being ever. Thank you. But yeah, it was really cool. And then we caught, from there, so Talladega has like 3 tram lines. And when I say tram lines, I mean trucks with a trailer that you sit on, which is fine. It was really fun.
Like a hayride?
Yeah, kind of like a hayride. And so from there, we grabbed the tram that takes you into the inside of the racetrack. And from there is an additional, it's like a fan experience, like NASCAR pit experience. And so we had tickets to that, and I was actually surprised at how inexpensive it was. So for just the day, and you've seen some of the pictures that I've got out of that day. It was only like $100. It was only like $100 per ticket. It was an addition. Now that I did not see until till the other day I was reading. And the funny thing is I do my due diligence when buying tickets. Sometimes these experiences, that's what they are. They're add-ons. So I swear I went all up and down the Talladega website. I'm like, I guess we can just get in with this fan experience thing. And well, that wasn't the case. So I found myself scrambling day of the race, trying to find cheap tickets because we didn't even sit in our seats. We just needed to get to the infield and the pit area. So which is kind of a bummer because I would have liked to have gotten like a view from the actual racetrack, but I could see, so there is like a fence and then the pit wall, and in between like where it says Talladega on the wall and like the start finish line, I could see like right through that. So I was getting pretty decent pictures left and right. I'll send you a couple more that I went through today, but it was I was getting to see a lot of cool stuff. I didn't see the crash. The crash happened pretty far down. Because it happened kind of at turn 4, or turn 3 or 4, somewhere in there.
In the back.
And the funny thing is I literally turned to Emily and I go, it's crazy nobody's crashed yet. And literally Bubba Wallace went sideways.
Can we just say how I called it verbatim? I called it verbatim.
Yeah. It is interesting. Yeah. It is interesting though, because like in Formula One, nobody boos. In NASCAR, people boo. But I can't tell, like my hearing is a little bad, but I can never tell if it's a boo or a woo, like they're happy or they're mad.
Just look at their faces, bro.
I know, but locking eyes with someone going boo or woo could be really weird.
That's a different type of fan experience.
Oh man, yeah, it was interesting. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to go to the next race. But overall, I think the only improvement on the just being there is there's a lot of stuff I wasn't 100% sure if I had access to it. So I think just validating and verifying. I think just verifying what you get access to if you do get those pit passes, and there are different levels, so I would double check that if you are going to get those. But I would highly recommend the base tier. Was lots of fun.
So did you get to go meet drivers and stuff?
So I could have if I got there early and knew what was going on. We left here relatively close because it was going to be a long day already. So we left relatively closer to the race start. But those first pictures that I showed you, mm-hmm. where I think it was like a Bubba Wallace and a Tyler Riddick. Mm-hmm. Those pictures were they were kind of walking down to that main stage to then do the intros. So I was able to get all of the drivers' intros. Which is cool. I got some there's some really good shots of some of the drivers in there. And so I was able to get some. I got a couple I think I'm still trying to do some research to pinpoint who they are, but I got a decent picture of William Byron's wife, I believe, and then another driver's wife. I'm still trying to figure out who it is. So there's some pretty good pictures overall, which is really nice. But and it was great because what was cool, obviously I could see him doing the track stuff after he won and the donuts and stuff, and he was doing it in an area where I couldn't really get a picture. Now we thought that he got stuck trying to get out of the car. I didn't realize that he was just trying to make it drive so he could drive around while waving, which I think is hilarious. But and then the best part is him having to stop it is just run it into the wall.
I know. Which
pretty badass. I will have to say, as everybody else, I think NASCAR put this out and they asked a bunch of drivers who's most likely to crash. It was Hocevar, so in a fitting fashion, he did crash at the end of his race after he won it.
And he did a classic, he took out that one driver that was behind 43 or whatever.
Yeah, what was I have it with Eric Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just...
Yeah. Yeah, in the final lap. Yeah, mm-hmm. I saw that. It was the crash hit the Talladega perfectly. I was I just looked over and was I'm oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then afterwards, we just took the little tram back. I think we should rent a camper and do infield camping next year for Talladega. Mm-hmm. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then we're kind of there. I think it definitely needs a couple days because I think what I missed is they do a lot of drivers signings and shows and things throughout the weekend. There was a free concert that supposedly I got access to the night before. So I think that there's just they've really put on a lot of different things going on. So mm-hmm. I do think that being there for more than just a day would be really cool.
I'm down.
Yeah. But yeah, and it was great because with that pit access, obviously after he did his track thing, I'm literally 5 feet away from the winner's circle. Yeah. So got some good videos, some good pictures. Obviously, it's great for him because this is his first win, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first win, and it's Talladega. I was so excited. I was so nervous though. I was don't blow it.
It was.
It was on because they were just every turn.
They got really lucky that those cars crashed out as they were crossing the line.
Mm-hmm. It sucks for those guys though to run the whole race and then crash right before the line. I'm does their car have to pass over, or can they just run across the line?
Yeah, right. Oh, it's funny because Emily is oh, look, they fixed that car and put it back on, and it was 20 laps later. I'm like, yeah, well, 20 cars just crashed, so they're probably, even if you're on the track, you're probably going to get some points just finishing the race at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild crash. Did you see Shane Van Gisbergen driving the pit lane backwards?
Yeah. Well, because the rule is if you can get back to your pit, you can fix and do whatever. But if you can't get back to the pit, you're out. And so he was just probably like ripping back. Yeah.
He probably couldn't. Yeah, he probably didn't want to get
thing.
it stuck and just left it in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I saw a couple cars get stuck in that grassy area. So I know Joey Logano, that was a tough one. For him getting knocked out, because he was having him and Hamlin were having pretty good races until Hamlin had pit issues, because he got a pit penalty.
Yeah, he came flying into the pit, right? I guess pretty sure it was him. He came flying into the pit, overshot it, and came back. So I think he got like a penalty.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend. I think that there's a lot more that you can do, and I think knowing where the drivers are, I can get better pictures next time around. So
it was really good. On a different note, Cletus McLaren, he finished second Talladega doing the ARCA race, which is like really cool, because I don't know, it's kind of like a nod to like, oh, I did it, even though you guys didn't want me there. I think it was pretty good. I mean, I get why Dale was like, he's not ready, because that super speedway is really tight, and like what happened, the 26 car crash. I think Dale was worried if Cletus did that, then he would, mess up his future. People would not be happy with him, but I think it's a pretty good achievement for him. So I think it was a good weekend for the young guys.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a great race. It was a lot of fun to watch. It was I will say it is a little boring in the infield, because you can't really. But they do have big jumbotrons, so I was able to watch the race, and as I could see things happening, I could run over to the pit lane and go snap some pictures. So yeah. Definitely excited to go back. I'm going to try and see if I can figure out, because Charlotte is in 3 weeks. So if I can get up to Charlotte, I will, because it's only a couple hours away. But we'll see. Yeah, overall, it was great. I mean, he took it was so good. Those last few laps were just back and forth between him and Chris Buescher. And so it was really good racing. Like I said, I'm so glad that those cars crashed out right after they passed the finish line, so we didn't have to do a restart, because I think that's where it takes. Well, when you have to scrub the entire track, and that thing is going like 5 miles an hour on like a long, it's a long track, so it's just it feels like it takes.
What is Talladega? Is it 2.25 miles?
Yeah, I think so. Because there's 166 laps total, or 180 laps total. 188. Sorry.
188.
Yeah.
We can get there eventually.
Yeah, which is interesting, because before Bubba Wallace crashed, I mean, it looked like it was Hamlin, Wallace. They were going back and forth. I actually have a really good picture of Hamlin down the front straight. I'll send you to utilize. It was a really good picture. I couldn't get any of the cars not blurry. It's just so hard, because there's a chain link fence. Like I couldn't really do the sweeping, because I'd get the chain link in the shot, as well as the autofocus would catch the chain link, or it would catch something different, because they were so far away. So I could not get good. Like I got out of 2,500 pictures, I have one picture of a car driving in focus.
Well, at least you got one.
Yeah.
Who was it? Kyle Busch?
No, it's a Denny Hamlin.
That's good.
Yeah. It's a stellar picture.
What do you think it takes to get media passes?
I don't know, but you need I'm working on building out like a portfolio. Yeah.
Nice.
So this is only picture I was able to get of cars somewhat in focus, which I think it's a great picture.
It's a great photo, though. I want that as my background.
I will send it
to me.
Yeah, but overall it was just a really good. It was a lot of fun. It was different, right? My first NASCAR race.
Mm-hmm.
So.
New experience, because you've only really done the F1. Mm-hmm. Or have you gone to Indy?
It's been a long time since I've done an Indy race. It would have been early 2000s the last time I was at. Yeah. So, but it was a great race. I know, it's fun, always fun seeing a new person get their win, and especially at the bigger races like Talladega.
Speedway.
So
yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool first win if you have to ask.
Yeah, and I will say, like, the video, I feel like the banking turns, like, watching it on the TV does not do it justice until you're actually there and you can actually see how steep the bank is. It's crazy.
Yeah. What is it, like, what is it, like 45?
I don't know, but it's a pretty steep bank. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I was like, I'm surprised nobody's crashed yet, because you started getting people starting to get a little, the driver started moving to the outside, and, there were points where it was 4 wide during the race. So I'm like, why haven't we crashed yet?
It's 33 degrees.
It's a third, so it's...
Yeah. It's pretty steep, if you ask me.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Well, did you want to keep talking about NASCAR?
Yeah, Tyler Reddick announced right before the race that he renewed his contract and he would be with 23XI for a while, which, obviously, because the man's won 5 races so far, and I think the last person to do that was Dale Earnhardt Sr. So it'd be kind of dumb to let him go.
Yeah. I mean, they were trying to get his car back on track constantly all yesterday. We saw it go in and out of the garage twice during the race, and then into the pits. That one was into the pits, not the garage. Sorry, but yeah, they were. I mean, he was just having a bad race, which is a bummer, because I think he had a pretty good, obviously winning 5 races in a season so far, and it's just the beginning of the season, really. That's a pretty good place to be. So yeah, it's not a surprise that they re-signed his contract at 23XI. So it is a bummer, though, because I do think that his championship lead does take a pretty gnarly hit with this. And I was telling Emily while we were there, I was like, it's great when this many cars crashes, you always get like an obscure winner, like if it wasn't Hocevar, it would have been Buescher, I mean, like,
yeah,
it's
kind of your chance, if you're not a consistent top runner. But next.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, next. Well, in Formula One news, it looks like, kind of outside of normal F1 news, it looks like Turkey is going to be back on the F1 calendar for 2027. And I don't know if they just announced this. I know that they were talking about it, but it's a 5-year deal running through 2031. So I'm excited. I've always wanted to go to Turkey, and so it'll be cool to have a race there to possibly go to.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cool.
So, and I guess they've raced there before, so it's not anything new. It's just nice to have another circuit.
I don't have much to say on that one.
Yeah. It's a new. I mean, it's a weird thing to talk about in the sense of like regulations. Who knows what driver's driving for what team by the time we come back to Miami this week?
This week we've made it.
We have to do our obligatory. Verstappen is leaving Red Bull. Where is he going? I think I know where he's going. He's just gonna go do like the plane pushing at the airport.
Could you imagine flying in and there's just Max Verstappen?
Only if it plays his song every time he hooks up, so you know that he's so you know he's pushing.
Yeah,
like woo! 4-time world champion is pushing my plane from the gate.
I don't think he needs to work.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He's gonna start driving the pace cars for races.
Yeah. Like I said, my guess is worst case scenario, he's going to take a break and come back in 2028. I know that's my big prediction. Like I said, and this is only because Lambesi can't start working until 28, and I just don't think that he's going to move teams until he can work with. If he is going to move teams, I don't think he's going to move until he can work with a race engineer that he is very comfortable with.
I mean, I wouldn't want to. I'd make you my race engineer.
I'd be pretty bad at it. Not gonna lie. I do a lot of those race simulators, and I'm so bad. I think I'm good. I get my drivers. I play that one that cozy race game. They get mad at me for putting them into traffic all the time. Like I'm trying to do my best, and I'm like, okay, there's nobody on the track. I'm gonna send them out. And then I send out my driver, and then as soon as he starts his flyer, everybody goes out of the pits. I'm like, I hate you all. So yeah, I don't know if I'd be a good race engineer, but we can pretend.
I would put you there. I would, because then I get to talk to you during the race. You're like, what's the tea, bro? What is everyone else doing? I would be a horrible driver. Let's be real. Why are you going backwards?
Yeah, right. Well, so now that we've gotten our Verstappen stuff out of the way, did you see this thing? So apparently, and this is just rumor, Johnny Hurst publicly urged Hamilton to be honest about whether it's time to retire. He is 41. Honestly, what?
Okay. How old is Alonso?
Alonso's 100 years old.
I don't think Hamilton's gonna retire anytime soon. Get out of here.
Yeah, I feel like if he can race, he will race. Let's call it duck a duck. And I think with a good car, Hamilton he's strong. I mean, he's already been strong with the Ferraris, and they're not as they haven't been as powerful as the Mercedes yet. So if they can only improve, then he's got a pretty good shot of winning a decent amount of races this year. So, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Haters gonna
stupid.
hate, I guess. I know, it is.
The guy's just stirring the pot. Yeah, no. That's a dumb one. I mean, I'm convinced, though, Alonso will be, the only one out there racing. Everybody else will retire, and he'll still be out there.
Well, I joke about it all the time. If, was it the joke if the first question you ask after waking up from a coma, what team is Alonso racing for?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if drivers have a team, they'll race, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't foresee Ferrari giving up Hamilton anytime soon either.
No.
Because he's been performing well.
Yeah, I mean, last season was tough for him, but it's obviously turned it around already.
He podiumed last race.
I agree. I think it's one of those things where, the bad season, but you were jumping into a new car that they weren't going to put any major upgrades into to make it fit your style or anything like that. So the 2025 season for Hamilton at Ferrari, I completely wrote that off anyway. I didn't think it was going to be a good season regardless, just because the ability to jump into a new car, it's all different. It's the end of an era, regulation era, so they're not putting a lot of effort into it, and you're not really squeezing. Right now we're going to see when people come back from Miami, I bet you we'll see 3-4 tenths of improvement across all the cars, right? Whereas last year, I mean, they were fiddling with weird little things, and they weren't even getting a tenth out of it when they were making changes. So I do think that the car last year was definitely working against Hamilton. But it's good to see this year that he is having a better go at it. And speaking of Hamilton, F1 Miami is back this week. Woo woo. All right. If they all crash on turn 1, I'm going to be so mad.
I'll be so pissed.
I just be like so angry. Now, obviously, they have to still get away with all the unpaid taxes in Italy. So, they could still get arrested. I don't know if that's still a thing.
I was going to say, has there been any updates
No,
on that?
I doubt it. I doubt it's not going to go anywhere because more than likely they just said, okay, here's the money. It's not like it's that hard. They're not pressed for cash. So I'm guessing if it was an accountant that messed up, then they're getting it fixed. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Miami will be a sprint, so that'll add another level of chaos to the mix. Coming back after 5 weeks. Yeah, I can't wait. And it's nice because I'm in the same time zone as the race, so I don't have to get up at some weird hour.
Okay, don't rub it in.
I mean, it's only earlier in the day for you.
It's true.
It's not like if it's like a race here, it's 1 a.m. in the morning for you there, sis.
That's true. It's only 3 hours.
Time goes this way, not that way.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
Because the earth is round. What?
I was gonna go.
It
is. I was gonna be like, is it? But then I don't want people to be like, oh no, they're those weirdos.
Yeah, no.
No.
It has been scientifically proven that the earth is round.
Even the flat earthers have a convention where people come from around the world. Let that sink in.
Okay, we don't need to fall into that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also,
Sorry to bring it
Texas. Other this week, Texas Motor Speedway for NASCAR, I believe.
NASCAR.
Yay! More NASCAR.
Yay! More just racing. It's going to be a busy weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no Indy until the following week. So those two.
What's the next Indy race?
The IMSA road course.
That'll be a good one.
At Indianapolis. Be a good one. I saw a lot of people wearing McLaren shirts yesterday.
Well, there's McLaren. No. Yeah, there's some McLaren Indy cars.
Yeah, but there's no McLaren NASCARs.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Are you sure?
I feel like you know something that I don't, but I don't think that McLaren is in NASCAR. Mostly because all the manufacturers are Ford, Chevy, or Toyota. Are you Googling it?
Yeah.
I guess I should point out that all of the McLaren shirts that I saw yesterday were Formula One McLaren shirts.
Oh, well.
But we should still see if McLaren's in it. I know they're not.
They're not.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I just read?
I am surprised that McLaren
previously worked with supplying alternators.
Oh, wow. So the
in 2005.
Oh.
Hendrick Motorsports Alliance.
Okay, well, thank you for finding that obscure early 2000s reference to prove me wrong.
I wasn't trying to prove you wrong. I was just saying, like, maybe there was and we just didn't know.
Yeah, no. I will say I am surprised that McLaren is not in NASCAR. And the reason why I say that is Zach Brown feels like he would be a good NASCAR boss. And he has a gold mine called Danny Rick just kind of chilling out there. Like,
This is true.
McLaren could get into NASCAR with Danny Rick. I mean, what could be better?
Besides,
You tell me.
up a brisket.
Yeah. Yep. And
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, yeah, I could see that. They still might. I mean, if they're in Indy, I could see them eventually moving over. It's all connected.
yeah.
I know, I'll
And
get
they don't
hate for
use
saying that, but it is.
they don't use a McLaren engine for Formula One. So I mean, they could still build their own chassis and then take an engine from another manufacturer.
A Chevy.
Yeah. I'd take the Toyota.
Toyota Cam.
Toyota Cam.
Toyota.
Well, that's
Ford.
yeah. Ford had a pretty good weekend, didn't they?
Yeah.
I
Trying to
so
think. I think the Toyotas are like dominating right now, but the Fords are like not that far behind, I think.
so I will say
I would
one of
take
the
a Toyota.
funny things. So I was at the winner's circle, right? We're taking pictures.
Don't
Well,
brag.
they have but they literally, I thought that all the team members were getting these stacks of hats to throw out to the crowds. No, it's like they have to take like 40 pictures with every sponsor on the
Take it
car.
off.
And
Take it off.
like, yeah, it's like, okay, everybody, we're putting our Chevy hat on. Okay, everybody, we're putting our, our Chili's hat on. Like, I was like, this is hilarious.
Sometimes they throw them out afterwards, though.
Yeah, we didn't stay that long because we weren't sure how long until the tram would stop running, and I didn't want to get stuck Chevroleting it back to the car.
That's why you want a Toyota.
But you can't get like a Toyota with tech run. Like you can Chevrolet it with tech run. You can't Toyota it.
No, but like if you have a Toyota, you don't have to Chevrolet it.
That's true.
What else you got?
No, that's it. That's our show.
That's it.
Yeah, all the excitement. We'll keep posting from Talladega because I'm still getting through the photos now. But yeah, keep following, and
Videos.
we'll be putting out some fun stuff. And we got race weekends for both NASCAR and Formula One this week, so it's gonna be fun.
So fun. Leave a hamburger if you made it this far.
Yes, we're not getting a lot of hamburgers, which is very concerning.
No.
That's okay. One day we'll get one, and we'll be like, we can be done. We can finish.
We got a hamburger.
No one's gonna. People are gonna be like, what the hell?